gelato. I'ma go and run these numbers up like no tomorrow. Pull up in that skirt, El Dorado. I be in the wind, baby, I'll hit you tomorrow. I be in the wind, baby, I'll hit you tomorrow.
What's up, guys? I'm Avery Myers, joined here alongside
Jojo Chobak, and welcome to the very first episode of Dump and Change, where we dump out all the information you guys want to know and change up our guests and topic every week. So for those of you who don't know, we play Division I ice hockey at St. Cloud State University in Minnesota. And today we're going to talk a bit about kind of how we got here and our process with coming to St. Cloud. Avery and I both transferred here. So Avery, tell us, where did you come from, and talk to us a bit about your experience with your transfer process.
Yeah, so I played hockey my first year of college at the University of New Hampshire.
Did you play?
I cheered my team on. So I was there my freshman and sophomore year. I visited a bunch of schools my senior year and liked it a lot there. Ultimately, I decided I actually would like to play hockey. Mm-hmm. So entered the portal end of sophomore year. It's a pretty scary experience, actually. I had no clue where I was going to go. Got lucky enough to find St. Cloud and come here. So.
And what kind of sold you on St. Cloud?
The town, I love it. Close to home. I'm from Fargo, North Dakota, so only 2.5 hours away, where Durham, New Hampshire was across the country. So that was a big thing. My sister played in the WCHA for Bemidji, so I watched that league a lot. And, I mean, the best league in women's college hockey, so that's where I want to be.
Couldn't agree more.
How about you? You came as well from the WCHA.
That is very true, and I think that's what kind of kept me here, knowing that this is the best league in college hockey. Anyone who says different is lying, well, for women's hockey at least. But my story, I came from the University of Minnesota Duluth, and I didn't really play much my freshman year. Then going into my sophomore year, our starting goalie at the time, I'm a goalie, by the way. I try not to advertise that, but
we can tell.
Okay, that's rude. So yeah, going into my sophomore year, our starting goalie went off to the Olympics. And so I finally got some time in net, and, I didn't do horrible. I thought it was okay. Made some saves every once in a while. And then after that, she was supposed to be done her senior year, wasn't going to stay her fifth year. And then last minute, maybe around April or so, decided that she was going to stay her last year. And we were told that we were going to split time. But knowing how those things usually go, I think that I wanted to see what other opportunities I had elsewhere. And that's kind of how I ended up at St. Cloud State.
What made you choose St. Cloud?
I think staying in the WCHA was super important for me. And honestly, shout out Courtney Hall. She kind of ringed me in here. We had played hockey together before when we were kids. And when I came to visit, she showed me around campus and kind of took me under her wing a bit. And that really influenced my decision to come here. So she's awesome, and it's great. And I've enjoyed my experience here so far. All right, so going into our next topic, we're going to talk a bit about how we ended up here and why we even have a platform to speak. So why do you think they chose us?
I mean, the people were begging for the funniest,
prettiest,
most outgoing,
smartest
people there are. So,
normally,
of course, that's
naturally,
how we ended up here.
Yeah, we fit the bill, apparently. So that's kind of how we got here. We were approached by our coach at the start of the year to kind of talk about maybe doing a podcast or TV show. And now that we have it in the works, we're super excited with what we have coming up. And this week it's just us, but we do plan on having a new guest every week. You guys are more than welcome to write in and say who you might want to see on the show, besides us, obviously.
So, how did we become friends?
That is a great question. Actually, when we first came here, I feel like we weren't super close. We both lived in different houses, and we knew that we both transferred here. So we kind of had that bond, but we really weren't close friends until
I was getting to know someone about Christmas time, a little after last year. I hadn't really spoken to Jojo all that much. Like, I would call us teammates, but not the closest of friends. So, met this guy.
And I know this man well.
She knows him
We
well.
are good friends, okay?
So, I wanted to get some insight, get the inside scoop on this guy. So, I go up to Jojo in the weight room one day, and I'm like,
No better time to talk about these things.
yes,
obviously.
like right before lift, we're getting ready to go. I'm like, Jojo, here's this guy. I met him. What do you know about him?
And I know a bit about him. We had been friends for a while, and I was a bit surprised that Avery had asked me about this, but always exciting to hear about these kinds of things. So then after that, we got to talking about that, and we ended up making a trip out to go visit and see this man.
Yeah, so I heard good things and decided that, all right, like, we'll give him a shot. We'll see what it's all about. So we took a road trip. We had a little break off from hockey. Like I said, we weren't super close, but we had a long car ride. So she was stuck with me. We chatted.
This girl does not stop talking. I swear to God, it was 2 hours, and I'm just trying to listen to my music, and Avery was running her mouth the entire time.
Yep.
I guess that's kind of why we have this show, just chatting it up.
Yep.
But anyways, so then we get there.
We get to this place. It's all going well, and then, of course, something's got to go wrong. We had a few speed bumps. There's some drama because, right, that always seems to follow us too. And, that brought us closer in the end. We had drama. We had a good night, though.
It's safe to say that we no longer speak to this man. However, it was kind of a trauma bond for us, and I think that really just brought us together as friends. When you go through something like that with somebody, it just really brings you closer, and you can bond over the fact that, things just don't always go your way, which, I'm sure we're not really used to, but these things happen every once in a while.
And I think from there on out, the rest was history. We've been attached at the hip ever since. We now live together. Mm-hmm. It's to the point where if anyone sees me out anywhere and Jojo's not with me, everyone's like, what's wrong? Like, where's Jojo at? My mom's texting me, like, are you sitting on the bus with Jojo right now on the ride home? I'm like, no, not right now.
Every picture she sends, she's like, oh, where's Jojo? Jojo's not in the picture.
Yeah.
So moving forward, we had you guys write in this week and ask us some questions that you might want to know about us. So we're going to take the time to answer that now. So we'll go ahead and pull those up because you guys are so curious. We love our fans. Thank you for following us along.
All right. First question. How tall are you?
5'8".
I am 5'7". Who has the best style on the team?
I'm going to have, besides us.
Besides us, of course.
Right.
That's obvious.
I'm going to have to go with Emma Gentry. She looks like a dog out there.
Yeah, Jens has good style. Jaden Britt, always looking fly.
Shout out freshman. Jaden Britt. She really came prepared this season with her looks at least. So. Not at least.
Your favorite rink to play at?
I would have to go with Duluth, maybe. It's always rowdy.
I would say Wisco. They got a crazy fan base.
Yeah.
It's always fun beating them in their own barn.
Least favorite rink?
Least favorite rink, St. Thomas. You're split up into 10 different locker rooms. Self-explanatory, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like mine would probably be Wisconsin, maybe. Everyone's so mean over there. They were just yelling at me.
Yeah, as a goalie, it's not the best.
And
when you
it's
get
like
scored.
crowded, and their whole student section is yelling at me. It's just part of being a goalie, guys. Don't do it.
You gotta have thick skin.
Don't do it. Anyways, moving on. Okay, we had somebody write in, how long does it take to pick your game day outfit? If you haven't seen our game day outfits, they're very important to us. We take them very seriously. So yeah, how long does it take you to pick one?
It takes me a minute. I'm definitely thinking about it the night before, what I'm going to wear.
Going to bed thinking about it.
Like losing sleep over what I'm going to wear, what TikToks I'm going to make with this outfit on. Mm-hmm. But I would say like 30 minutes around there, like to try on things, get it right. But sometimes I have like just bought a new outfit and I'm like, yeah, I'm wearing that.
Yeah, I feel like the thinking about it and trying everything on is probably the worst part. Like I feel like at this point now we have our staple pieces that we can kind of go to if all else fails. But it really depends on the day. Like what time was pregame meal? How much time do I have to get ready beforehand? Am I throwing on a pantsuit or am I dressing to the nines, going full glam, jewelry, purse, all out? So
how do you go about this when you travel? Do you tend to pack lighter or do you have a overweight bag every time?
That's actually a great question, and I feel like since we room together on the road, by the way.
Of course.
Inseparable. We both bring pretty heavy bags. You know what? I try to think about what I'm going to wear before I pack my bag, but I usually end up packing 3 or 4 pairs of pants and at least like 7 different tops, I would say. And then after all that, I think at the end I usually just wear something that Avery has. So
yeah. I would say our bags are like 20 pounds overweight usually. We usually have to haul our duffels around the airport because they don't fit in our hockey bags.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they refuse to check them for
You got to look good, feel good, play good, right?
That's what they say.
All right. What are some funny stories you have this year, last year?
I think a good story that I always go back to is, I can say this now because I'm no longer at Duluth, but there was one time where I was sitting on the bench as per usual, and it was in between like the maybe first and second period, and there's little kids like banging on the glass. And you know what? I always love to entertain the little kids. I think they're so cute, and I love that they come to the games. So I always wave to them and stuff, but there's a little like opening between where the stands are and where the glass is. And I'm turning around, and these kids are sliding French fries through the glass. And I'm, like, looking around. I'm like, no, like, I really shouldn't. Like, I'm good. Like, honestly, no, I'm fine. And, you know, it's just sitting there for a while, just staring at me. And so, you know, I do a little double take, make sure coach isn't looking, and I eat the French fry on the bench. The kids are eating it up. They're loving it.
They could tell you were hungry.
Yeah, I was a bit hungry. I'm a big snacker when I don't play.
Yep.
And then I came back after like second period or something, and they had just left me a French fry. I didn't eat that one though. I thought
good.
I was stuffed after one.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you? What do you got?
Of course, mine also has to do with food.
Oh, I know where this is going.
So ever since I was like, can't even remember. I think it started in high school, but I'll eat Jolly Ranchers before the game and then in between every period. Sometimes if I need some extra energy, I'll put one in my glove, okay? Some quick carbs to eat, like in between periods, whatever. So we're playing the University of Minnesota. Been sitting on the bench for a while, had my Jolly Rancher period ago, whatever. Myers, get your legs moving. I'm like, all right, like I'm ready to go. I get out there, I get hit. I fall over right in front of our bench. I look down, blue Jolly Rancher, right in front of the bench. I'm like, oh no, like my first shift, this isn't good. So I take my stick I move the Jolly Rancher out of the way. Everyone on the bench is going nuts. They all know Jolly Ranchers are my thing. This has happened a few times at practice. The coaches are like, who's eating candy on the ice? I'm always like,
I don't know.
Who would do that?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Come on, guys. This is like a game. Come on.
So I'm like, oh, God, like, whatever. Get back on the bench. Coach is like, Myers, did a Jolly Rancher just fall out of your breezers? I'm like, no, of course not. Fell out of my glove. So
there's no getting out of it next time. So maybe hand them to me when I'm not playing. I'll hold on to them for you.
Yeah. I've got to find a different spot to hold those.
Yeah. Maybe they should just make like little pockets in your gloves or something.
Yeah,
because I feel like people bring like snacks on the ice and stuff.
I mean, you've gotta.
Yeah,
when you work as hard as me, you get hungry.
Sitting there getting bored, like sometimes that's a lot of work, and like what else are you supposed to do?
Seriously, like you get hungry.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, next question. Do you like playing afternoon games or night games?
This is tough. I feel like afternoon games because I really can't stand sitting around all day. I don't know. What's your opinion on
I
that?
agree.
Yeah.
I also cannot sleep a wink at night. If we play 6 or 7, I'll get 1 hour of sleep.
Yeah.
And then we have to wake up the next morning at whatever for pregame meal, pregame skate.
Are you one of those people that's like, you're so amped up by the game, like you can't go to sleep after?
Yeah, I can't. And I drink a lot of caffeine before the game. So when we play at like 7, then I'm drinking caffeine in between periods sometimes. Can't sleep.
Yeah, I feel like people are either one or the other. Like me personally, no. Like I pass out after games. So night games, like I'm cool with them, but it's just waiting around all day.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
I'm
like waiting around.
I'm nervous enough about the game, so just like having to wait is just not something I enjoy doing.
Yeah. I like to be ready to go, wake up, pregame skate, meal, get ready, make some TikToks.
Yeah, easy.
Go to the rink, play a game. You have some time to chill after.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Who is your hockey idol?
I would say that my hockey idol is my dad. He's definitely my idol in everything, not just hockey, but he's the reason why I play hockey. He got me into it. He coached me until, I was 12 years old. My sister as well. Just, I look up to him in every aspect of life. He's taught me how to be a good person, be a good hockey player, work hard, be honest, everything. So
yeah, Avery's dad's a great guy. Quiet guy,
Good guy.
but great guy. Yeah, I feel like I visited Avery's cabin over the summer a bit and got to interact with her family a lot, and they're a fun little crowd. They're fun to be around. Avery's definitely the most outgoing in her family.
Yep.
Do you think that, no, because you're not the youngest child, middle child?
Middle.
That's weird.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Do you have siblings?
I do. Older sister Grayson, she currently is at med school at the University of North Dakota. She played 4 years at Bemidji State on the women's hockey team. And then I have a younger brother. He's a freshman at St. Thomas.
Gotcha. He plays hockey?
No, he played hockey and tennis and track in high school.
Just an athletic family.
Super
Good
athletic.
genes right here, you guys.
I
Pay
mean,
attention.
Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Lock it down.
How about you?
Hockey idol? I have an idol, but I would say somebody that was most influential in my hockey career had to have been my old coach at CYA. So I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and so I played at Chicago Young Americans growing up, and my coach, Sonia, she was our assistant coach / goalie coach, and the moment I got into that program, she cultivated me into the goalie that I am today and the person I am today. Just super technical and analytical, and I love the way that she teaches me things, and having worked with her for so many years now, I feel like she just knows how to coach me best. And I don't know if she's ever going to listen to this, but I don't know if I'd admit this to her face, but now sometimes during games when I get like super worked up or let in a bad goal, I sometimes like picture her talking to me on the ice. I'm like, what would Sonia say to me? And it'd always be something like, smile, have fun. And that's about it. But yeah, keeps me sane. So that's probably the most influential person on my hockey career.
Yeah, I hear a lot about this lady. I need to meet her.
Yeah, she's great.
All right. Most superstitious person on the team.
I don't know. Do you have an answer for this one?
I don't know about a player that's like extremely superstitious, but
Yeah.
Brian Adelsky is very superstitious. He likes to sit in the same spot for video or whatever we're doing if we won the last game and if it went well.
Yeah.
If we lose, you're getting kicked out of your seat. He's finding a new one.
Yeah. Literally. I feel like even for video, he sits in like generally the same spot every time.
Until we lose.
Yeah.
And then it's
Interesting.
different.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone that has like particular weird superstitions.
No.
I don't know.
Do you? As a goalie?
You would think, but I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm superstitious. I feel like I've strayed away from that as I've gotten older because it's like I don't want to think that something I do has a direct impact on my game, like how I put on my gear.
Yeah.
Like, that just like doesn't make sense. Like I would say I have routines before games, but not really superstitions.
I agree. I think I can do whatever. I like to have like a set routine, but I don't want to be in that spot where if something goes wrong, my skate breaks, like my shin pad, like something is missing, something's off. I don't want that to, oh my gosh, I'm going to play terrible today. Like whatever. I just want to be able to go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. I'll put my gear on whatever way I want. Yeah. That's that.
I feel like that's the way to go. I don't get what all the superstitious stuff is about. I'll say like I definitely used to do that stuff, but I don't know. I feel like it's like a trend. Like, oh, I have a weird superstition. Like, no one cares. Sorry.
All right. On this topic, what is your game day routine? Say we play at 3 p.m. What are you doing?
Here's what I'm doing. Here's the rundown. First, well, it depends. We have pregame skate that day. Love a good pregame skate. Avid fan of pregame skates. It just really just gets you going in the morning, and it's fun, it's upbeat, it's quick. So I just love going to that. Maybe play a little game of rebound there or something like that. And then before games, iced coffee, obviously. And then I get to the rink and play a little sewer ball with the girls, listen to some music, maybe Normatech or something like that. And then I feel like my routine really gets locked in like right before games where get in the locker room, put my headphones in, listen to some music, and then I have like a little tennis ball kind of warm-up thing that I like to do. But yeah, for the most part, that's about it.
Yeah, I feel like you get pretty dialed, especially after some sewer ball. You're
definitely. I feel like
dialed in, you go mute.
Yeah, really. People try to talk to me after
Don't try
that.
to talk to her.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah, she'll
Okay.
give you a head nod.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say mine's kind of the same. I wake up.
You do a tennis ball warm-up?
No, I don't do that part. But wake up. We have activation or pregame skate, maybe sometimes both. So we'll go to the rink, do that, and then we'll have team meal. And then I will head home and start getting ready. If it's a later game, I'll try to take a quick nap, 30, 45 minutes, if I'm feeling
Huge
tired.
napper, loves napping.
I do love napping. Jojo always gets so mad at me on the road because she hates napping, and I'm like, hey, like, lights off.
I'm like
going to sleep.
blinds down, and I'm just in a little
Buzzing
hole
on her
my
computer. I'm
yeah.
hearing like,
Yeah.
I'm like, can you shut up? I'm trying
I'm like,
to
can
sleep.
you wake up? Like,
Anyways, so then if I nap, I'll get up, get ready, pick out my outfit, do my hair, makeup, and then I always have to leave time for some social media, some Instagram pictures.
How is that a
I have to
pregame
show
routine?
off my outfit.
oh, that's true.
Like, that's just a part of it. Nobody sees us walking
Yeah.
in the rink.
Can we talk about the pictures that they get of us before the game sometimes, of us walking
They
in
do
the
us
rink?
pretty dirty.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
great.
But sometimes we look good.
Sometimes they're good. Like, our outfits look good, but then I'm, like, looking at my face, and I'm like, that's really not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll play some sewer ball. I think I might be the most hated sewer player there is.
Avery just, like, doesn't play like friendly. She just wants to sue everyone. And like I get
the
that's
name
the
of the
game.
game.
I get that that's the game. But you know what? Sometimes we're just trying to like get our legs warm, get our feet going, and Avery's just ripping the ball at people. And everyone hates her for it. Hates her, and then they all kind of target her. And I'm just standing there like, I don't know what to like.
And then,
are we surprised?
Yeah.
No.
The odd time that I get out, usually I win it all, but the odd time that I get out,
Right.
they go crazy. Everyone's cheering. I'm like,
That's true. We cheer her out of the game. We literally hate playing with Avery.
I mean, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Really, right now.
Next question.
Moving on.
So, who has the best celly on the team? I'm
I
yet
don't
to
watch
score a
anyone.
goal this year, so I'm sure it'll beat me after I score.
Yeah, what's your move gonna be?
You'll have to wait and see.
It's a surprise. Tune into our games to see Avery Sully. You might have to
Big
wait
10
around
plus.
for a while, but
No, this weekend.
oh, okay. So
We'll
tune in
watch
this
on
weekend.
21.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I don't even know what's everyone's Sully. Maybe Clara or Jens?
Yeah, I was gonna say Clara Gentry. They got some good ones. Clara will hit the gritty every once in a while.
Yeah, that's a
Gents
team.
usually just scores and then bodies
this one,
whoever's
where
in front
she's
of the
like-
net.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, she's just a beast. So
It's
whatever
it's
she
just
does
like
looks good.
Honestly, everything that she does just looks cool.
Holy, we love Gents.
Love Gentry. Get her on the pod.
What is your hype song?
So I think my hype song would probably be "No Depression" by G Herbo.
Okay.
If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. It really just gets me going. G Herbo is
The world's biggest G Herbo fan.
you could say that.
She has a guinea pig named G Herbo.
I do. Actually, Carl wrote in and asked about G Herbo. He's doing great. I got him a bunch of new toys this weekend. He's loving it. Anyways, yes, huge G Herbo fan, but that really just gets me going before games. And then I'll always listen to like maybe some Drake, Lil Durk, rap music probably. What about you?
I would say that ever since high school, I've had the same like go-to song. I was a swimmer in high school, so I'd put my pink beats on, like I'm getting ready to get on the block.
I can picture it now.
No flocking. I'm bumping to it every time, so
you.
that'll always get me going.
Yeah,
Always.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that. Good. You got more? Let me see what I
Yeah, what do you got?
got. Do you have a favorite team to play against?
I like playing whoever's ranked number 1 because it's always more fun beating them. How about you?
I can't top that answer. That's a great answer. Sold. All right. Drink of choice.
I was just going to ask you the same thing.
While we do have a dry season, so we do not partake in that.
After season, however,
season.
occasionally, like, we'll go out, we'll have some dinner, and I would say I'm ordering a vodka soda with a lime.
I would say I'm actually ordering a tequila soda with a lime. I mean,
Every time.
every time.
Yeah.
It doesn't get better than that, guys. And it's about the calories, obviously. We are super weird about what we eat, so the French fries and Jolly Ranchers.
Health nuts, obviously,
Gotta
as you
make
can tell.
up for it some way, shape, or form. So
Yeah. That's, yeah, exactly.
literally same person.
All right, so last question here to finish things off. How's our season going?
That's a great question. I feel like our season is going pretty well. We've had a pretty hot start. I think that our team is really coming together. We do have like 15 new people on our team this
Yeah.
year.
Whole new team this year.
Yeah, which I think was a little bit odd to begin with. I mean, you go into a team that you had been on the year prior, and now all of a sudden you're the new person because you don't know anybody else, right?
Yeah.
So it was a little bit odd to begin with, but I think that we're really coming together as a team and focusing in on our habits and things like that and working really hard in practice, and I think it's been showing up well. We have some good goal scorers this year. We've been getting some points there and locking down on defense as well.
Yeah, I think people are always wondering about the dynamic of what it's like having basically a full new team. And, I mean, I think some of us were pretty worried. We had we had a lot of players come in, and we do have a young group this year. I think it's 9 freshmen and 6 transfers, 5, 6 transfers, whatever that is.
That's crazy.
But, no, we got lucky. Good group of girls, a lot of talent. And everyone is here to work and push each other. So good leadership, and yeah, I'm excited for this year.
Yeah.
We've done well. We had a kind of a slow start. Just we lost some games that we shouldn't have. But I guess that comes with just building up your program and having all of these new players. So.
Right. Still the first half of the season, so we got a long way to go. We got some good competition coming up.
Yeah.
We play St. Thomas this weekend, and then
Thanksgiving.
we have Thanksgiving off. Oh, do you have Thanksgiving plans?
I think I'm going to go to my cabin,
Oh, okay.
spend some time with the family, and then come back and get to work. How about you?
Yeah, pretty much same for me. I'm not going to the cabin, but I'm going to Kentucky to visit my best friend who lives there. She went to UK and she's graduated now and living there. And I think I'm going to have a little Thanksgiving dinner with her and her boyfriend's family.
Nice.
So I'm really looking forward to having a little break. I feel like we never have Thanksgiving off, so
Yeah.
it's kind of nice. And then, yeah, we'll get back to work when we get back.
Yeah. Well, that is the end for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will have a guest on next week. Very special guest. We're excited. So make sure to tune in for that. We will see you guys next week.